Hong Kong racing returns to Happy Valley on Wednesday night for an 8-race programme. The feature is race number 3 on the programme, the Craig and Gower Cricket Club Challenge Cup. Hello everybody, welcome to Racing to Win. I'm Tom Wood, joined by Paul Lally and Graham Cunningham. And Graham, a low-key side of affairs for the meeting on Wednesday night at Happy Valley, but still some good racing nevertheless. Yeah, and hopefully a few winners to be found. You're right, there are a lot of horses coming down in the ratings, but there are news lines to be written, winners to be found. Vincent Ho still chasing 300 winners. John Moore chasing 1,700. They could both break through on Wednesday night, but quite a few horses pretty difficult to fancy in some of the races, Paul. Yeah, no, definitely there is. And I'll tell you what, there's a few interesting betting prospects throughout the card. There's no jackpots to speak of, but as far as the betting side of it goes, there's some quite even races. I think a lot of horses are quite well rated now. There's horses, ready to be downgraded as well. So a couple of first starters thrown into the mix, so it should be a good meeting. Yep, so 8 races coming up at Happy Valley on Wednesday night for the fixture here in Hong Kong. But we raced here at Sha Tin on Sunday afternoon. Let's have a look back at the racing review. Racing at Sha Tin on Sunday afternoon. There was some good racing through the course of the program there, but the feature race came up as the last race on the program with a lot of potential derby hopes in the race, Graham. Yeah, Butterfield got the perfect position in a steadily run race, a messy race, enjoying one of the horses who really suffered interference. Columbus County on the outside ran extremely well. But just as he came to challenge Paul, Butterfield found extra. He is a strong stayer. Yeah, he definitely is, isn't he? He had the run to suit, but he used it, and he stayed on nicely enough. So it brings him into derby calculations as well. Of the rest of them, the horse for John Moore enjoying, he was quite unlucky in the straight again. Yeah, so he's one that we don't know if he's... Well, his best run was the start beforehand. Forget that run. So the jury's still out a little bit. But there are always clues to be found. He tied in very closely with Super Oasis going into that race. Super Oasis ran well, not quite well enough to suggest he's a real-life derby hope. Yeah. Let's have a look at the rating changes. Butterfield got 6 points for his win in the final race, taking him to a mark of 90. Hong Kong win was impressive down the straight. He copped 6 points for that. The ever-consistent Monica was able to grab a win in a flame, extending his record 3 from 3 now up to a mark now of 74. Joyful Heart was a winner on the program as well, so too 8 trigrams out of the David Hall barn. And then down the bottom, Supreme Witness got his first win in Class 4, and Seize the Spirit was able to break his duck in Class 5. So a few of the rating changes there from Sunday's program at Sha Tin. Now time to have a look at what we've been able to find during the week with our horses to follow. Righto, horses to follow from the week that was here in the Hong Kong racing. Paul, you're up first. Yeah, a horse on debut for me was a horse called Team Power. Look, he should have won this race. I think he got held up at a vital stage, lost his momentum, but when he did get into the clear, I thought he hit the line really strongly. He did run second, so, I mean, he's a pretty obvious one. But, look, it was a really good debut run from him. The barn's going very well, Ricky Yu, and I think a win from him is really close. And the last 100 metres I thought was the best. This is the bit where he really stretched out at the end. He certainly did. That was Jade Phoenix next to him there as well, and to Janot Park, who was up for his second run of his career here in Hong Kong. Graham, your runner to follow through the mid part of the program. Yeah, this is Glenealy General's grey horse. Let's pick him up mid-race on Sunday at Sha Tin, and he was checked here just as he tried to fashion a gap to get out. He's bumped back inside by, I think, Invincible Missile, and again we'll see, look at the old head, and it's been carried so high because the gap is closing ahead of him. Considering those 2 incidents of interference, I thought he did really well, staying on strongly just behind the placed horses. Impossible to say exactly how close he would have gone with a clear run, but I think he would have gone certainly close to being second. His previous form was in very strong form races. In short, he's going like a horse who's ready to win, especially when Dennis Ship's horses start to strike at a bit of a higher tip. Yes, certainly. I've actually gone with the Dennis Ship runner as well. But going back to Happy Valley from the program there on Wednesday night, Sunset Watch Now, he's out the back door here last at the 300 metres, but made up a lot of ground in the straight. This was the race that was won by Amazing Star. You can see him now starting to pick a path through between runners. His final section was 22.55, so it was certainly low flying between runners. I think he certainly wants more than the 1,200 metres that was on offer for him on Wednesday night. So once he gets up to a bit more ground, I think he'll go close Sunset Watch. So those were our horses to follow over the last 7 days here in Hong Kong. Let's have a look at the suspension list, and there are two. Joe Moreira with Foodie Princess, who was able to win on the all-weather. He copped 2 days there, but it been deferred until the 26th of February through to the 2nd of March. And Grant Van Niekerk, same dates, but he picked up a suspension on Baltic Whisper down the straight. So both 2 days for Joe Moreira and Grant Van Niekerk. That tidies everything up from the week that was. As we get into the meeting at Happy Valley on Wednesday night, there is one scratching. It is race number 7 on the programme. Horse 5, Planet Star, comes out, a lameness issue for him, and he's been replaced there by Neil Callan aboard Earth Trilogy. It's meeting number 42, the Sea Course. There is some light rain predicted to tomorrow night. There's been a bit of weather around in Hong Kong over the last 12 hours or so, and we start with Class 5 over 1,200 metres at Happy Valley. Prawn Ye coming into the race with Neil Callan, and he is there with Golden General Dylan Moe from gate number 3. Starlot Tony Picone, Demons Rock went close last time out. Zach Purton takes the ride this time round. La Bomba Exponents, Jimson the Dragon, Lightning Missile was the last start winner over Show Mission, who once again is a race rival with him. Triumphant Lord on the back up from Sunday at Sha Tin Fox Chunga, and Nashashuk languishing on a rating of 20, but has gate number 1. Golden General, Exponents and Triumphant Lord, the 3 runners that have been up to Chungfa in the last 30 days. The speed map, good to slow for the first, Graham.
Yeah, I'm hoping it might be a bit livelier than that, but La Bomba is a natural leader. Nashashuk is well drawn to track him. Interesting horse further back. Zach Purton is drawn, I think, 10 on Demons Rock, who came from way back last time. Stronger the pace, the better for him.
Yeah, here he is too, Demons Rock. He'll be the first one we look at. And Zach Purton aboard. So he's getting a feel for the horse down the back straight. Your horse that normally does get back and runs on. So as Graham said, that definitely needs a bit of pace. But he's in good fettle at the moment as far as track work is concerned. La Bomba, now he will get the pace and he'll be in front, so he's got the opportunity to dictate here. The blinkers will come off him and the tongue tie will go on for the second time with the La Bomba, and Joe Moreira will take them out on him. He goes nicely here in the morning as well. Show Mission, I thought he was very unlucky not to win last time. His work's been good as well. Grant Van Niekerk, he drew 10 last time, had a hard run. He's drawn 6 now, so he'll get his opportunity as well.
He came back with a lameness issue last time out to Show Mission. Let's highlight Demons Rock here. Jimson the Dragon, Golden General, Nashashuk coming through this 1,000 metre race. He's trying the course and distance here, Paul, for the second time, the third time I should say, Demons Rock.
Yeah, and the key for this race is the pace. If he doesn't get the pace, he's going to be struggling a little bit, I thought. But look, he's running well enough. He's got Zach Purton aboard. So if they do go too slow, he might make that mid-race move. But he has been eye-catching and finishing off his races.
He's got Purton for the first time. Yeah. A long losing streak, but he's down to a rating now where he should be competitive.
Lightning Missile, the next runner we highlight here, he was a last start winner. Show Mission here, we touched on him a short time ago on the track work. Nashashuk again, Starlot Fox Chunga. He's drawn nicely, Lightning Missile once again. I
think it's a fairly straightforward tale to tell here. Lightning Missile got a perfect trip, took full advantage. Show Mission didn't get quite so smooth a trip, and we can upgrade him as a result. Nashashuk, I thought he ran respectably with no real excuses, but do bear in mind here that the winner, Lightning Missile, got pretty much all the favours. Horse who chased him home, Show Mission, had to just check briefly and came slightly wider. Good reason to think that they might have a chance, Show Mission, of reversing that fall.
Yeah, Manfred Mann's team's been going well enough in recent weeks as well. One more to highlight for you, it's La Bomba. Now, he's been ridden this time round by Joe Moreira, who rides for the first time for Douglas White. Blinkers off, tongue tie being put back on. Yeah,
I like the blinkers coming off him. I think he can settle now, this horse. He's a 10-start horse here in Hong Kong. He has run second over the 1,000, so he'll get the chance to dictate in front. So I give him his opportunity in this.
OK, 6 horses that have never won a race here in Hong Kong. Class 5, Paul. We know they're always hard. Who made it into the tips?
Well, I'm going to go with one that has won. He's had one start in Class 5 and he won it. That was Prawn Ye. Now, the two key pieces with him, he has been downgraded and the blinkers will go back on. They tried them without the blinkers last time. It didn't work. He's got barrier 4. He maps well. So I'm going to take the opportunity with him back in that grade. Show Mission was very unlucky last start. He's in there for second. The Bomber from the front. And Demons Rock. I couldn't leave him out totally, but I'm just worried a little bit about the pace. 1954.
I'm keeping it fairly simple here. I'm going to go with Zach Purton for the first time. Aboard number 4, Demons Rock. La Bomba, he's going to give himself every chance. Show Mission, slightly better than he showed last time. And like Paul, I think Pro Yeye can run a race at a price. He's been dropped out off the pace from a lower draw this time. I think he'll have a more positive ride. Winning place 4 in race 1.
Okay, selections for me, 4 and 8. So my cue were Demons Rock and also Lightning Missile. Lightning Missile drawn nicely, and Demons Rock has been going close, but he'll need things to suit in race number 1, Class 5. Race number 2 coming up after the break here on Racing to Win. We preview the Class 4 race over the 1,000 metres.